Then he goes on next to say, he says, love is not self-seeking. This is huge. He says, love is not self-seeking. It's not in the business of only being concerned about itself. Love is not self-seeking. Love, in fact, when God's love is working through your life, God's love is not self-seeking. God's love is selfless. It's selfless. It's concerned about other people. It's concerned about the well-being of other people. It's concerned about you getting the help that you need. It's concerned about your personal welfare, not mine, but I'm concerned about yours. It's not self-seeking. And this is what Paul is saying, that when God's love is at work in your life, the motive for which you do things is not a selfish motive. It is not born out of what can I get out of it. It is not born out of how can I be recognized. It is not born out of how can I be seen in a very noble way, and that becomes the motive. Paul is saying that's not love. And yet you see this all over the place. It's all over the world. It's in every arena of life. I don't care whether you're talking about politics or education. I don't care whether you're talking about business. I don't care. In all aspects of culture and society, you see this level of selfishness that has burst onto the scene as never before. And that's why we talk so much in this church about narcissism and that sort of thing, because it's everywhere. I said about a year or two ago that I think narcissism is the real COVID. No, let me explain what I mean. I think narcissism is the real COVID because narcissism becomes like a disease. And it seems like it's spreading everywhere, jumping from person to person. It seems like we're just breathing it in. It seems like it's everywhere. And notice that the word narcissism, it has been talked about more in more recent years than it has in 20 years ago or 30 years ago. Now it seems like everybody is learning this word narcissism, even though you may not have studied it or what have you, but it's just bursting out on the scene because it was prophesied in the Bible. That in the last days, men and women would become narcissistic, and all that means is that you're self-seeking. That it's difficult for you to serve a God when the God is you. Did you hear what I just said? Yeah, I'll say that again. It's difficult to worship and to serve God when the God is you. When we're worshiping at the shrine of our own opinions. When we're worshiping at what we want over what God wants. When we are worshiping over self-aggrandizing manifestations for ourselves. It makes it difficult for us to see God because you're in the way. Are you listening to me?